Hi, this is Anders from In Flames, and you are watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I would like to welcome you to our interview with Anders from In Flames. Hello.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm in Canada.
Yes, you are. Welcome.
Fucking awesome. I love playing Canada, so it's great.
We're glad to have you back. Thanks for chatting.
Yeah.
It was an exciting time for you because Battle's newest record release is officially out. How does
Yeah.
it feel to have some new music out? It's been 2 years.
It's great. I mean, it was recorded already in February, March, April, and then you just you wait and wait and wait.
You just have to sit on it for forever.
Yeah. And we also haven't played for a year as well live. We ended last cycle sometime in November, so now finally we're out there playing, and it's awesome. I'm really enjoying this.
Well, a big part of the whole Battles topic is battling the biggest battle, your everyday battles.
Yeah.
So how did that come into play as far as the theme for the record?
Well, I mean, I can't really write. I probably could, but I don't want to write political songs or fantasy songs. So I want to deal with things that I deal with every day, and for the most part, our fans deal with. I mean, we have battles from really young age up until the day we die, and it's important, I think, to deal with those things. You gotta take care of your past so you can embrace the future. So yeah, and then I think this is something that everybody can relate to. It's nothing new, nothing strange, fucking new stories I'm talking about. It's just like something that
Very relatable, real content.
Yeah.
Well, this record was recorded in California rather than your home or Berlin like the last
Yeah.
album. So what was that experience like other than work? Did you have some time to explore and relax?
No, I mean, we're there to work, so we don't really. But it was like a awesome experience because it was so much more relaxed and easygoing than in Berlin, and that was a stressful recording. It was supposed to be like that because I wanted something out of that whole experience, and I think that Siren Charms turned out exactly how I wanted it to be. But this one was recorded in the sun, not of course not outside the studio, but it was the Californian sun. So it was like, for us it was like barbecue, beer, and heavy metal 24/7. So it was just awesome experience. First time we worked with a producer like Howard Benson, and he made this. He wanted us to do demos for all the songs, so everybody knew exactly what was going to happen when we started to record them. And that's something we haven't done in the past. It's been music in one corner, vocals in one corner, and we sort of met up in the mix, and it's a surprise to everyone. But now everybody knew, and I think that made a better experience for every member.
I'm glad you brought up the whole barbecue and beer aspect because whenever the members describe the album or the experience of creating it, I just imagine you guys having so much fun in like a backyard, barbecuing and soaking in the sun.
Yeah, it was. I mean, really, we had a big house and we had a barbecue and a small demo studio set up, and it was just constantly working, and it was great environment. And I feel that this, I mean, it's not like we're dealing with the most happiest subjects, but it's still like
the vibe of the record is
it's
very warm.
warmer, and so I have a different vibe, and I think that it has to do with doing it the way we did.
Were you manning the grill for majority of the time?
Yes.
You were?
I am the chef.
What are some of your favorite things to make?
I mean, we do anything, but with this, it's pretty good. You can do a lot of low and slow stuff, do ribs and let them be there for hours and hours and hours, and then you can work in between, and then it's ready when you need to take a break. So we do all kinds of meat and also a lot of vegetables too. So food is good. It's important.
And you're now taking the album out on the road, as you mentioned, here in Toronto tonight. How have the first couple of shows been?
Great. It's awesome to be playing live again. That's making an album is fantastic. I love going into the studio with nothing, coming up with something that you as a band feel is complete. But it's actually when you play live and see the face of your fans and having that interaction where it's super rewarding. Because that's it. That's everything really. I mean, we can release an album, you get reviews, good or bad. It doesn't really matter in the end. But it's what do the fans think and how do they feel. So I'm so happy right now.
Well, this record has been out for a little bit now, but you've only been playing the material live since the beginning of this month.
Yeah.
So were you nervous at first to play this new material? Or did you rehearse enough to kind of feel like, I'm all right?
We are not a band that rehearsed that much.
Okay.
But we did it like because of the situation with Joe being a new drummer, and he had to learn the older songs as well. And our first show was in Tokyo just 2 weeks ago, and that I had some butterflies, but I usually don't. But it was because everything was so
new.
Yeah, and also we haven't like I said, we haven't played for a year, so you're like, okay, how do I move? Where's the set? But otherwise, I'm super comfortable. I feel the stage. That's my space. I have. I'm never nervous. Doesn't matter really how many people there are. I'm actually more nervous when it's like few people than a lot of them. So.
Well, after the North American tour, you have a Euro tour coming up, and the poster for it is really cool. It's pretty much a bedroom with a bunch of posters hanging up, band posters. Of course, there's an In Flames poster on the wall.
Yeah.
What was your bedroom like growing up? Did you have a lot of band posters posted up?
I had, yeah. And the funny thing is, I'm cleaning out my garage back home, and I find all these like old posters too, like now, which is it's fun. So from some old death metal shows and that we went to, and it's great. So nostalgic.
What were some of the cooler things you came across?
It's like some really early Morbid Angel stuff and Massacre and like the band I was in before, Dark Tranquillity, it's some like old home drawn like posters. Looks great. Us playing with like Cemetery and Dissection, and it was just cool to see.
Brought back a lot of memories.
Yeah.
Well, In Flames have been a band for over 25 years, so of course you're pretty used to the performing, the music, the recording, but when you're not focusing on that part of your life, how's your downtime spent?
I like to be home, which is a drag for my family, I guess, because they want to go away on a vacation, and I just want to be home. So, but I spend some time with my kids, of course, and just a lot of cooking. I love to cook in my spare time, and also I have a beer brand, so I do that in between, and I'm about to launch like a clothing brand, so I'm dealing with that stuff, and so. But I keep myself busy. I have a hard time not just relax. I just need to do stuff all the time, which is sometimes frustrating for the people around me.
If we were to ask you to cook your signature dish, what would it be?
It doesn't really matter. You
just like to cook then?
Yeah, I don't like to cook when I'm stressed. I don't like to, for me it's not exciting to boil some pasta. I like to work with stuff for real. Good ingredients, Good ingredients, good company, and a bottle of wine, and that's a good night.
Well, I just want to do a little quick fire round with you, so you just say whatever comes to mind first.
Okay.
All right. The first one, who would your dream jam session be with?
Trent Reznor.
The swear word you use the most is?
But it's Swedish it's like fan, which is like, it's not like fuck, but it's like sort of the same.
Okay.
But in Swedish, of course. I don't curse in English. I curse in Swedish.
How do you say it?
Fan.
Fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for the next one, what's the worst job you had as a teenager?
I barely had any jobs, so this is my job for forever. But I did some like minor things in between. I was building like mobile stages. Like a customer came to me and said, "Okay, we want a stage here in this space," and I had to come up with the drawing and all the fixing of it, building it, sending it on a car, and off it went. And it was fun for a while. But I've been working in music most of my adult life.
Let's to wrap things up. I want to bring it back to the fans. Anything you want to leave with all of those who'll be viewing?
Thank you for paying attention to what we do. It's awesome. This is I'm living my dream, and I'm so honored that I can like travel the world and do what we do and play music and meet fantastic people. So, it's all because of the fans. Without them, I would be home in my cellar. I'm not doing this, but I would still probably do music. But so it's awesome.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. And remember, to everybody viewing, you can visit us at musicblogger.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands. See you next time.